Well, hello everybody, this is Pat Jasmine Gonzalez. Welcome to my channel. I'm still a little bit sickish, like, been coughing lately. I still don't think it's COVID because it started like a cold. I don't have any fever or anything. It's a very mild cold, honestly. Like, usually I get more sick than this and I need to stay at home. And I wish I could have stayed at home because last night I stayed up to 2 o'clock in the morning. I think I'm stressed, as a combination factor, stress about finances, apartment situation that is going on, and also money, but also a whole situation. And today in New York State, if you live in New York State, and I do live in New York State, you have to wear a mask, whether you're vaccinated or unvaccinated, when you go in public. Like I have said in my previous video blogs, this is not a political thing. Stop politicizing the issue. It is a health issue, which means that people are getting sick and dying, and because you don't want to take some precautions to protect yourself and protect others, that's why we're back into mask mandate. So wear a mask, please. You know, it's not that difficult. You can do it. The ideas of like, oh, I cannot breathe and all that kind of stuff, it's a lot of like crap, you know. I've been on the gym, I've been I use the elliptical, I can work out in my mask, don't get tired, I can still breathe regularly, normally, so yeah, please wear a mask, you know. Let's do our part to end this pandemic, you know. It's not that difficult. You go to a store, don't argue with people, wear the damn mask. Simple and easy, you know. Anyway, having said that, so I've been because my previous roommate did not tell me this. I came to find out that my previous roommate, the internet. I mean, I have to put the internet under my name, so my expenses are about to go up. And because I am having mental health issues at work because I've been overworked pretty much and overwhelmed, I decided to downsize, to reduce my hours of work. Because of that, I decided to ditch the storage unit. So I've been like moving stuff after work. I did that on Saturday, I did it yesterday. I'm going to probably do that today too, bring a few things from storage. I'm trying to clear the storage before I have to pay it again, which is in a few more days. So I'm going to do what I can to bring more stuff to the apartment. Some stuff I'm just tossing away. And yesterday I was going through some books, specifically textbooks that I have accumulated from when I went to school for engineering and that kind of stuff. I think I'm going to ditch most of the textbooks. There are donation bins that I find out in Albany, near the Albany Public Library, and they have, I think a few weeks ago I stopped there and I dumped some books in there. So I'm going to be doing that, you know. Some books are from Hudson Valley too, when I did my associates in business administration, accounting. Some are from like theater arts, like there was a class that I took, psychology, that I took online. I have the textbook, but it's a Hudson Valley edition, so I'm just going to toss it in there and see what happened. That according to the nation beings, they will try to find a home for the books. If they can, they will probably just recycle them, which is fine by me, you know. I just personally want to get rid of them. I just don't need them anymore, and I'm not using them in all honesty, so I'm going to get rid of as many books as I can. I'm going to still keep some of them, the ones that I found quite interesting. Like yesterday I was reading about physical chemistry, which is one of the classes that I took, and I found out that one of the books that I have, which was not the one that I used when I took the class. This was a book that I purchased just for reference, and it was about spectroscopy and laser and that kind of stuff, things that you use to measure properties of material, you know, and identify components in mixtures. So I got carried away reading a little bit about that. I'm not going to explain how that works because I was like, it was 11 o'clock at night. I wasn't looking to retain that much information, but I was like, oh, this is really cool. And the fact is like, oh, now that my English has improved, now I can read better and understand better what I'm reading. You know, before when I was going to college, you know, because my first language was Spanish, it was a little bit more difficult to understand certain things. Now I can read it. I'm like, oh, okay, that's what they mean. Okay. So now I understand a little bit, way much better, which is great, honestly, because I don't feel like, holy shit, now I can't read this again. But yeah, but I'm still going to get rid of a bunch of stuff that I want to get rid of. Wednesday I have an interview at GSK, GlaxoSmithKline. They have a company here in Oak Hill, New York, which is about an hour south from here. They are doing an open house. I'm planning on going there. May check online and see if I can apply to some positions online, because that will simplify my trip. But I'm going to apply. I remember going to that facility back in when was that? Back in 2005, before I transitioned, and they offered me. I applied to a production operator position. Back then it was called Stifel Laboratories, and then Stifel Laboratory got bought by GlaxoSmithKline, and I remember applying to a position there back in 2005, and I got, it was a production operator, and they gave me a test, but then they look at my qualifications and they offered me a position of process engineer, and I had a pickup truck and the car was in good condition. I just got I don't know, I decided to not take the position. In all honesty, I'm even debating right now whether I should go to an interview, because it's a little bit of a hike, and I personally don't think that an hour commute is a good thing due to the gas prices, and also it's just 1 hour to go to work, 1 hour to come back from work. I don't know, it's too much in my opinion. Like it's not worth. It's 2 hours of the day that you lose just only on commute, and I personally don't like that. I think my limit is 30 minutes, pushing it 45 minutes, but honestly 30 minutes is my max time that I will allow for commute, and that's just me. So, and even then, right now, like I'm running a little bit late to my job, and my job is like about 20-30 minutes on a, if there's traffic, it's about 30 minutes. If there is not too much traffic, about 25-20 minutes to get to work, which is not a bad commute, honestly. I still wake up relatively early in the morning. Like I woke up today at 7 a.m. because I need to, I shower, I do stretches, because in the morning I feel more sore with my lower back, so I do stretches to keep my back flexible and not experience a lot of pain during the day. So I do stretches in the morning, then I shower, then I do breakfast. I need to have breakfast. If I don't do breakfast, I don't function properly, honestly. The biggest thing about breakfast, the one thing that I was looking for, is coffee. El café. Café con leche. Well, that was real cow milk, almond milk, because I have IBS, so I switch. And I was drinking factory milk, but then I decided that to reduce the IBS attacks, somebody suggested me to try almond milk, and since I started almond milk, the IBS attacks have been greatly reduced. And not only that, I like the flavor of almond milk. You know, it does the trick. You know. Then again, I was drinking like fat-free milk, which is pretty much like water and color, pretty much. Anyway, yeah, I switched to almond milk, but yeah, café con leche de almendras. It's tastes nutty, not naughty. Don't get it confused. Naughty. No, but anyway, yeah. So maybe it's in the morning. Okay. Yeah. So like I said, so I had to have my breakfast. So like the longer the commute, the less time I will have to extend my hours where I'm awake, and I don't know if I will enjoy that. So that's just me. I still may go to an interview, to the open house, see what happens, but at the same time it's like, I don't know, we'll have to consider if they decide to make me an offer, but well, we'll see, honestly. So, like I said, it's a little bit of a hike, and I don't like long commutes. I'm not a person that enjoys being in my car for an hour, 45 minutes just to get to work, you know. I'd rather have a short commute to work. And that just me, that is my preference. People can, I will come to discuss, but like honestly, I personally prefer not having a long commute, you know, that's all. It's too much. Maybe I will have to relocate to Albany. That could help reduce the commute. But I already have, I'm about to sign a lease in my new place, in my current place, so I probably wouldn't be able to do that until probably next year. But the first thing will be to go to interview and see what happens, you know. But I don't know. I mean, I may still go just to see what happens, but we'll see, depending on how much they offer and how much the pay is, you know. And like I have mentioned before, I've been denying some job offers because they offer very little money. In some cases, less than what I'm earning at Walmart. So if this one offer me about the same that I'm earning at Walmart, I'll probably not take it. Even if I would be interested in taking it, I will not take it because it's the same amount of money at Walmart. And Walmart, I'm like closer to my apartment. But I mean, it will depend. You know, depending if there's an opportunity to grow over there. But like, I know that GlaxoSmithKline has opportunity for engineering, chemical engineering, which is my major and what I've been trying to get to. But at the same time, it depends on the position. You know, like if it's a production operator, I know that I'm not going to learn a lot in there. And sometimes engineers they have this gigantic ego that they don't see operators as being the same. But I mean, maybe I will just go there and see what happens. I'm still planning to go just because, you know. But also I'm planning tonight going back to my the storage unit. So I've been moving stuff to storage. I bought another bookcase. I'm going to put the bookcase in the living room. Hopefully the doggy that is moving in. I'm talking about my future roommate's dog, which is an amazing dog. And I'm looking forward to have a dog in the apartment. It's going to be amazing. I'm going to cuddle that dog, and oh, that doggy is going to get all the love from me because I love dogs. So it's. I just hope that the dog doesn't decide to chew on my books or my bookcase. That's all I care. You know, he can go around, be happy. Don't need my books, dog. Hopefully, we'll do that too. But yeah. But we'll see what happens. Honestly, like I said, I have a box that I decided of books that I'm going to be donating today. So those are going to go bye-bye. I don't need those books. They can go away. And then I may stop at my storage unit and get a few more things that I have in there. But in all honesty, I'm trying to downsize and reduce what I have in my storage unit. Things that I don't need. Bye-bye. Goodbye. It's something that I've been intended to do, but I've been like too busy and too lazy to do. And now that it's like I need to do this, I really need to. And like I explained, I think too, the idea of downsizing is like I guess I have to move to another state, but also in case I have to move to Puerto Rico too in the future. You never know. With my parents getting old, you know, if I have to go to Puerto Rico. Which I'm still trying to figure out, like, how the hell I'm going to go to Puerto Rico if something happened in Puerto Rico, you know? I don't have money to save to even travel to Puerto Rico. So I'm stuck with that and jobs that pay very little money, you know? And so that's the situation. But we'll see what happens, you know? Hopefully I can take care of that today. And after work, because I have to go to work now, so I'm about to go to work my shift, and then after work is that when I'm going to go to the library in Albany. They have the donation book, the books in there, and then go to my storage unit, then go back to my apartment and build my bookcase and put the books in there, the books that I have at home in there, you know, and hopefully the bookcase that I bought is the same one that I bought that I showcased in a previous video. It's one of the mainstays brand from Walmart. It's only 24 bucks, so that's why I bought it. It's only three shelves, which should be enough. And if I need to purchase another one, I will purchase another one. But right now I'm not interested in purchasing another one because I also purchased yesterday. I succumbed to temptation. I succumbed to temptation of purchasing a rice cooker. I did purchase a rice cooker. I feel like I betrayed the caldero that we Puerto Ricans used to cook rice, you know. But my dad convinced me to that because I was convinced my dad last weekend, and he told me like, "Oh, we have a rice cooker. Well, you don't get one of this." I'm like, "You got a good point there. It's so easy to use." I'm like, "Okay, that's coming from my dad, and my dad is Puerto Rican, and it's recommending me to get a rice cooker. Okay, I'll get a rice cooker." So I found a very small one. I may be doing a video about that, you know. Yeah, so I got a rice cooker. Yay! Definitely I plan to continue using it. I used it last night. It was fantastic not to have to worry about having to watch the pod or mixing or yada yada, you know. It was great. I love it. I love the rice cooker. Yes. And it's also a very simple mechanism that controls a rice cooker. It's not like modern technology. I mean, there are new ones that have more modern technology. These ones have like modern technology, which is quite interesting. Anyway, that's all I got for now. I'm getting closer to work, so yeah. Bye, everybody. Stay safe. I wear a damn mask. Don't make me whip you. Bye.